Down at the 22-yard line. Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now, 1st and 10. First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this.
Let's go, let's go. Let's go, Roger.
To throw on 2nd down is Keenum. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Keenum now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Jones on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go. What? 9.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Benjamin with it over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Sua Craven's up to make the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, check 24. Flex round. Flex round.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Keenum to throw on second down. Throwing right side, that's complete to Demarius Thomas. Oh, and now he bowls him over. A Bronco first down. Keenum hooking up with Thomas.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
On second down, here's Keenum. Over the middle, it's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
And he stopped immediately there. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Ohio! Here we go! Red 38!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going deep for Benjamin. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. And right side, Henry's got it. No gain there on the...
Even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll drop to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Isaac Yianum in there to pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Keenum going to lead the Broncos out now 1st and 10. So they get the INT. Now here's Keenum. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. On 2nd down, here's Keenum. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Third and long. It's Keenum. He can run for it, and he will. Now the ball comes loose, and this is recovered by the Chargers.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position. No matter what, whether he's running it in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of the play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Adam Gotsis able to run him down for a loss of a yard. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Here we go. Man 38.
He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ohio!
They're going to look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. Sturgis adds the PAT. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Keenum now on first down. He goes underneath to Freeman. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
53.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Keenum throwing on second. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. To throw is Keenum. Steps away to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but half.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things out.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Boom! Still fighting through tackles. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chargers get the quick. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Freeman. He finds some open field here. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2, Keenum. Buying time to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's
that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go!
Back to throw now on 1st down. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Back to throw here. Flush to his right. It's complete, right side to Benjamin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Let's go! What? 90! What? 90! Mike 51! Mike 51! Hut!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll set up to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Sturgis for the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And coming down 3 scores, a 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this.
Let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go.
Keenum on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And now running right through it. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Now Keenum throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Keenum again here on 2nd and 10. Left side here to Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. From the red zone now, Keenum. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And they'll throw with Keenum. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again, Keenum. Got an open man, it's Fumagalli. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. And McManus able to put it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over them. He's got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Gordon on first down. And room there to work it inside the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
It's Williams on the catch. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Keenan Allen, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Sturgis able to knock it through. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He's airing it out, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, LA! Tyrell Williams, his third touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up. 4
touchdown passes. Carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Sturgis adds the PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Broncos on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Keenum. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
No, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. Here's Jones. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Penalty stings big time there. Wipes away a very good return.
And they work on it so hard because the goal is give yourself some space for your offense to really work. Try and gain an additional first down outside the 20 or 25-yard line. Instead, this one's going to come back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Gets it to Gordon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He'll look to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. This is Gordon with the dump off. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Flex round. Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Caught left side, Williams. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Ohio! 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 Cut!
Looking to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Ohio! Ohio!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Williams loses the football. It's picked up by the Broncos.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, it's Keenum. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Keenum. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, run! 20! 22!
On first down, it's Keenum. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, Keenum. That's caught. It's Thomas. He got 29 yards that time.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll look to run with Freeman. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now it's Keenum. Being chased out left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Now Keenum, got to have this one. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Ohio! Ohio! Here we go! What? 90! What? 90! Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here we go! What? 90! What? 90!
This is Gordon. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second here. Here's the option going left on second down. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a third down.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Alert! Alert! 3 down! 3 down! Hut!
On play action, they'll throw. And it's complete. Henry. And out across midfield down to the 45. A very solid gain of 27. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Here's Gordon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Adam Gotsis, the big Aussie, in on the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down. The Chargers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Three down. Let's go. What?
And they take a knee. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long.
Ohio!
And they will take a knee here. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And they won't run a play here, no victory formation. They will indeed try to get 3 more. This from 54 yards away. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10. Keenum now on 1st down. And some room to roam it. And now the ball's out. Fumbled near midfield. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Southern California, so long, everybody.